Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Bring Jesus sin and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 65 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip up the Atlantic coast of America, plus 4 bonus states, to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So yeah, I'm here in Lockport, at the actual lock 34 and 35. Great night last night, however, it stormed. Man, did it storm from 3 o'clock in the morning until about 7. It just poured and poured and poured. I heard them opening the locks over here at 9. It was like super loud. It felt like a train going by. So yeah, I hope I can get that on film at one of the locks at some point. Like, I'll kind of wait around even if I see somebody rolling up to it, just to kind of check that out. Anyway, busy day today. It looks like it's like 61 miles from here to Rochester, and I would like to make it to the lock at Rochester. I know that's a lot of miles. I believe that it's going to turn non-paved, so really kind of the trail is going to dictate how that goes and how many conversations I have. I do know I'm going to climb back up this hill, back up to there, and go right over to a diner for breakfast. Plus, last night, broke my sunglasses, my old DJeezy Supremes. So I've got to go find a Dollar General and get some more sunglasses. I probably won't need them today, but it would be better to have them than not. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get on the road, and you'll see more of that right about now. Alright, so I just stopped in here to Scripps Cafe. Incredible breakfast. Like, made to order, eggs over medium, sausage, wheat toast, chai latte. It was all good. It was all so good. I had stopped at 2 other restaurants first. Tom's Diner and then like La Porta. I don't really remember the name. Went into both, asked for a booth where I could charge my phone, and both of them were like, we don't have anything like that. So I was like, okay, thank you. So I moved on down the road. Both of those were like just little mom and pop diners, like from the 80s. Like, you can tell they've just been there for a long time. But Scripps was absolutely phenomenal. I would recommend coming here if you are doing the Erie Canal towpath. Show them some love. They definitely showed me some love today. So now I've got to get on the trail. Let's go. Alright, so I stopped here at Dollar General and got the exact same pair of sunglasses that I've worn since really Florida. Every now and then I go to Walmart and get those bamboo ones. I like those too. But so while I was here, Maureen was at the register. We started chatting. She's rode her bicycle from New York to Boston before, so we got to talking about biking, and she ended up giving me $20, and so it was like $13.28. Plus they had Mexican Coca-Cola here, which has the real sugar in it. So I'm gonna sit here and drink those and then get back on the trail. Gasport is a really nice little town, so the Dollar General is only a half mile off the trail. Wasn't too bad at all. Anyway, gotta keep riding. Let's go. Alright, so I stopped here at a picnic table in Knowlesville. It is like nasty, sticky hot. I don't even know how to explain it. It's downwind. I've had the fortune of being downwind, but because of that, the wind is not blowing while I'm riding. So I'm just kind of sitting where the wind is blowing and it's not moving around me. And the sky is just ready to let loose. So the humidity is like 115%. Not really. It's just sticky. Like my arms are sticky, sweaty. My face is sticky, sweaty. I did not know that Western New York could be quite like this. I've gone 25 miles at this point today. It's been wonderful. There have been so many places to stealth camp. It's all been like crushed limestone, or crushed, limestone, crushed whatever, crushed stone. So it's been a little bit more effort in pedaling, but it's been like nothing out here. I mean, you go through a town every 3 to 6 miles, and when you go through that town, it's kind of paved for that little section, and then between towns, there's nobody out. It's empty. I'm sure it's not like that later on in the summer, but there were so many places, like really even 2 miles outside of Lockport, there started being more places to stealth camp. That first section between Buffalo and Lockport, there was nothing. However, I'm not done riding for the day. I've talked to some people about Rochester, and they said that there are a lot of areas that aren't signed well, that I'm going to have a struggle getting through there, so I'm not going to try to get into Rochester tonight. I think I'm just going to do my regular like 40 miles, maybe a little bit more, depending on what this rain does, and then kind of find a place to be, and then be on kind of the outskirts of Rochester, so that tomorrow I can tackle that with daylight without having to worry about trying to make it to a certain place and running into dead ends. So yeah, that's kind of my idea at the moment, and of course you guys will know what I decide to do. Wouldn't it be interesting if it didn't start pouring rain, raining at all, until I got to the place that I was going to eat dinner? This is so cool. Alright, so the rain has definitely made the trail soft. Every time I get on the trail when it's wet, my bike is sinking in like an inch deep, and I'm constantly climbing that little 1-inch hill all day. Like it doesn't stop. So definitely not liking the trail in wet conditions, but it is what it is. I have looked up all the camping in the area. I have even called Red Rock Ponds, which is up here, another 5 miles or so. I've done 35 miles for the day. Far less than my 60 that I wanted to get, but I was not anticipating it being this tough. I mean, granted, I'm carrying 100 pounds of bike and gear, so that's not helping, but the trail condition is great. Just wet, it's a little soupy. I mean, like, my bike's not wanting to walk around on me. It's just I'm constantly in a rut. Like, I'm making my own rut and I'm riding through it. So I am pretty much out of options at this point. I really don't know. I have looked up on several different websites that say that they have seen people's tents on the north side of the canal, and that is currently where I am. So I do not see any no trespassing signs. I have not seen a single sign that says no camping. I've seen, you know, like trail only open from whatever to whatever in some of the towns. But I'm way off in the middle of two towns. I think I'm actually between like the old canal and the new canal, because down this hill behind me there is water, and it's like a swampy canal. It's, you know, a certain width. Not quite sure. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna do is test it out for the viewers. Again, I'm not condoning or giving you permission or even recommending that you camp on the side of the Erie Canal towpath. However, in my certain circumstance, that's what I'm going to do. And I will find out and definitely let you guys know whether or not it turned out to be a good idea or not. I saw on some other sections up near Lake Ontario that people were talking about being woken up at 3 o'clock in the morning and asked to leave. So that's not the Erie Canal towpath. That's just like somebody doing another ride. I've really researched everything I can. So yeah, I'm gonna set up the tent and start cutting and editing this video. I've got enough service to be able to post it here, so that's another bonus. The wildlife has been incredible. I'm looking at a monarch butterfly right now. But groundhogs, deer, like so many cool animals today. It's been really neat, especially right after the rain. But I'm gonna finish it here for the day. Again, in tomorrow's video, if anything happened, you'll find out at the end of the day. But if you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the Popple link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. This is the REACCT Tour. REACCT, the Redeeming Eden Atlantic Coast Cycle Tour, plus 4 bonus states. And I need you to react. I need you to like the videos, comment on the videos on YouTube, share the videos on your social media profile, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All those things will go a long way in helping to build Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. Last but not least, don't forget Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I will leave a link to them in the description. You can go there, you can find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. Or you can go back and watch the day 1 video from this series, the REACCT Tour. So yeah, from here on the north side of the Erie Canal towpath, somewhere past Albion, there's a park up here somewhere, I cannot remember the name, where all the way up until last year they allowed camping. It starts with an H, I'm not sure. And this year, for some reason, like the neighbors in the town tore out the camping area and put signs up everywhere that say no camping. So not really sure if that's like still, like that, but that's what I've heard from other people that I've talked to on the trail. And there haven't been many. I mean, it's been pretty much just me except for the towns, which is strange. I expected to see a lot of people out here. But anyway, from here at this little spot, wherever I am on the Erie Canal towpath, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.